Hello everybody, welcome to Urban by Nature NICE Capacity Building webinar. Constructed wetlands for raw sewage treatment. This webinar will have the speeches from Pascal Moye from INRAE, Stefan Troesch from EcoBird, and myself, Carme Machi Castaner from ICLE Europe. NICE Capacity Building is being channeled through Urban by Nature program. Urban by Nature facilitates expertise sharing and capacity building to increase the technical knowledge on specific fields of MBS. This will support local governments' decision-making for sustainable urban development. This program started hosted by the Cities with Nature platform and nowadays is rapidly expanding in synergy with Horizon 2020 and Horizon Europe projects, featured as one of the most robust capacity building platforms for MBS. If you want to see other webinars, please scan this code. There you can access all NICE capacity building webinars that we have conducted until now. My speech will concentrate on benefits of vertical flow wetlands versus conventional treatment plants for raw sewage treatment. This is part of a capacity building thematic unit that will focus on the design, implementation, operation and maintenance of nature-based solutions for water treatment. It will give us an overview of most developed NBS technologies to remove pollutants from the three most polluted kinds of wastewater, starting with raw sewage using vertical flow wetlands, followed by grey water, deploying green walls, and finally combined sewer overflow with subsurface flow wetlands. As you might know, raw sewage originates from domestic water use, and it contains human feces, urine, and household wastewater, and it is considered the most polluted wastewater that carries pathogens, which are posing risk to human health, nutrients such as nitrogen, phosphorus, and others, which in excessive amounts lead to algal blooms, insufficient oxygen for aquatic life and eutrophisation, and finally sediments that include organic matter, leads to turbidity, increase the biological oxygen demand, and decrease the light penetration in the aquatic ecosystem. Conventional approach to treat sewage, utilized by the most developed countries since the last 50 years, also expanded in developing countries as well, consists on the speed up of natural treatment processes to remove water contaminants. These are the conventional wastewater treatment plants, and they are composed by a primary treatment which focuses on first settling and removing of solids, and an initial process of treatment of COD and BOD, followed by a secondary treatment in which aerobic biological processes, allowed by oxygen presence in aerobic microorganisms, help to remove remaining constituents. It is also possible to have a tertiary or an advanced treatment. However, as it has been researched, wetland systems are providing to humanity multiple benefits, and especially they have a significant ecological importance due to the diversity of species and population densities they can support. Described as the Earth's kidneys by Kadlec and Knight, wetlands are also performing as a filter of polluted water. As main functions, wetlands can support aquifer recharge, flooding mitigation, sediments control, carbon sequestration, heat storage, and solar radiation absorption. Since not a long time ago, humans defined a human-made engineered system, constructed wetlands, as the one taking advantage and exploiting the natural potential of this natural ecosystem. Constructed wetlands can be classified by free water surface, horizontal subsurface, vertical flow, which will be the one we will focus on today, hybrid, which is the combination of the earlier, and a less researched one, floating systems. You can see here a scheme of a constructed wetland, which is based on a first and a second treatment stage. Constructed wetlands have been evolving through the time by incorporating sophisticated solutions such as aeration with varying oxygen frequency and flow to increase their performance, reversed flow circulation, additional layers, or even mixing horizontal flow with vertical flow, or a saturated with an unsaturated layer, which helps to improve denitrification processes. Constructed wetlands support a high hydraulic and organic variation. This can be the result of tourism, fluctuation in household demand, a rainstorm event, or even the intrusion of clean water into the sewer system. They can be applied in different climates, even though the best performance have been noticed in tropical climates due to the higher temperatures. Additionally, constructed wetlands do not require a very costly and frequent sludge management as conventional treatment plants does. They only need to remove their sediments in 10 to 15 years, but it's very important that they have a good maintenance procedure to avoid problems in the future and reduce their lifespan. We will focus on the French-style vertical flow constructed wetlands. Our researchers Pascal Molle and Stefan Stroesch will talk about the design, implementation and maintenance of these systems. These systems have proven to have a high removal performance of COD, BOD, and TSS in the first stage. However, the nitrification is more equilibrated between the two stages. As there are needs for space and reduction of costs, of course, research have been going through optimizing efficiency of the first treatment stage in order to achieve a more compact constructed wetland. Some improvements included the recirculation or the increase of performance by combination of unsaturated with saturated layers, which allows for nitrification and the nitrification coupled processes. All this has provided evidence that these systems have a robust performance for solid carbon and nitrification for the first stage. More information can be found in the article that is cited below in this slide. The work that has been developed in this field combines all knowledge that over the past 40 years in France has been developed. There are currently more than 5,000 constructed wetlands to treat raw wastewater in small communities in France. You can find more information in the link below, and you can also check the other speeches from our researchers. We have here a comparison between conventional treatment versus vertical flow French wetland systems. We have classified the factors of comparison in three: economic, ecological, and performance. Overall, vertical flow French wetlands have proven to be less consuming on energy than conventional treatment systems, of course, with less periodical maintenance requirements, a lower construction cost, and also they allow us to have many associated ecological benefits that will benefit both our society and the ecosystem. In terms of performance, vertical flow French wetland systems are capable to adapt to hydraulic and organic fluctuations. On the other hand, conventional treatment plants really require a high energy consumption. They imply high construction costs, and they also need frequent and costly operation and maintenance, since they need to remove liquid sludge on a daily basis. After 30 years, these areas need to increase their capacity. In terms of ecological aspects, they do not offer many additional values other than the treatment itself, and they are not adapted to the large hydraulic variations. However, we need to highlight that vertical flow French wetland systems normally require the needs for land availability, which can be one of the main constraints when we want to implement them. Here you can find a list of biography, and here are some information relevant about Urban by Nature. Also the YouTube channel where you can find more videos. You can follow us on LinkedIn, and please contact me in case you have any further questions. Thank you very much.